Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 10th iteration of our IFC podcast. Today, we are welcomed by two very special guests. If you guys would like to introduce yourselves.
Trinidad Chambliss, quarterback at Ole Miss.
I'm Alex Moeller, IFC exec.
Thank you very much for everyone who's helped put together this podcast today. Shout out to Walker Jones, working with the Grove Collective, as well as everyone else who's been involved with the behind the scenes of this. We're pumped to have him here today. I know it's a bye weekend for him, but he took out his time today to meet us in the union and just take some time out for our IFC community. So, Trinidad, I just want to give you a big shout out once again for doing that for us. So we're going to start off with some rapid fire questions. First off, if you weren't playing football, what sport would you be playing right now?
Definitely basketball. Grew up playing basketball, and that was actually my first love. So.
First love?
You play point guard?
I did. I was a point guard in high school, and then travel ball as well. So yeah, definitely basketball.
You distribute or you take ISOs?
I would say both. Okay. When I was probably younger, definitely just an ISO dude. But when I got older, I had to share the rock. So.
Yeah. In middle school, I was an ISO demon.
Really?
I can't shoot for my life anymore, so I got to pass the ball.
Were you ever able to dunk in basketball, or?
Nah, I do not have hops.
No hops.
Nah, I actually dunked probably twice in my life. So.
Wow, hey, that's two more than I have. So. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you in a practice or a football game, if anything just sticks out to you in general?
I would probably say at Ferris last year, last fall camp, I was battling to be quarterback one there, and I was kind of struggling throughout the whole fall camp. Then I had a really bad practice, threw 2 picks this practice, and then the second pick, got really frustrated, and then threw my helmet on the ground. And my coach was like, "What the hell? What are you doing? Like, this is not like you. Like, just super uncharacteristic of me. Like, I don't lose my cool at all." And I was just pretty upset, and that was definitely embarrassing for sure.
All right. Well, I've definitely done some much worse things. I played football throughout high school. Definitely had some upsetting times too. But I know you're a big church guy, right? I've seen some old photos come up of you in some church outfits. Could you tell us some more about that and how that faith kind of plays into your game and everything?
Yeah, my mom and dad. We grew up going to church whenever we could on the weekends. My grandpa was actually a pastor. So that was always instilled in me at a young age. Always keep God first and Jesus Christ, your Lord and Savior. I'll give all glory to him. But yeah, I go to Pine Lake Church here in Mississippi.
Were you there Tuesday night?
I was there Tuesday night.
Yeah, I was there. Were you in the front by Diego?
I was with Diego, Hayden, and there were some other of my teammates as well there too. But yeah, that church is just like the one at home, so.
Yeah, that guest speaker was fire. Yeah,
he was.
He was very good. Him and Daniel Judge always holding it down. So fantastic there. Back to some more of our rapid fire questions. Who is the toughest player you faced at both the high school level in Maryland, right? And
no,
college?
Michigan.
Oh, Michigan. Oh, I'm sorry, Michigan. My bad.
Probably in high school, Austin Roon. He actually went to Syracuse out of high school. I think he was a 3-star. Just a tough kid. They gave us fits, in high school. We weren't the best team. But yeah, definitely him. And then in college, probably the cornerback at LSU, number 4. He was a really good player, and I'm pretty sure he's on draft boards right now. So he should be probably in the NFL next year. So
awesome. Yeah. And do you have one more year of eligibility in college technically, or what's the deal with that?
So yeah, I only have one guaranteed right now, but I'm gonna waiver to get another year, which I should get that another year, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see right now.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
So I want to know who's the best fashion sense on the team.
Oh, I gotta say Caden Lee.
Caden Honeycomb, former guest.
Yeah, Caden's outfits are, they're one of one for sure. He's definitely unique, and I actually asked him, and he said that, he's really into fashion, and he might be a model one day. I don't know, but
he may be. see where life takes him. So tell me one song that always has to be on your pregame playlist.
Ooh, see, I listen to gospel music.
Oh, just like Caden.
That's what Caden said too.
Just gospel music. So probably like "Yes You Can" from by Marvin Sapp. Just very inspirational and just kind of calms me down, and I always just got God on my side. So,
so before games, are you the kind of guy that needs to get calmed down before the games, or are you kind of more like an amped up?
No, I'm more calm. Yeah. I'm not more of like an amped up type of guy. Especially as a quarterback, you kind of have you gotta have a clear mindset.
Yeah, right.
And you can't be all like amped up. But if you're like a linebacker, you just have to go hit people. So.
One of the QB coaches I knew growing up, he coached Drew Lock in college.
Okay.
And he said Drew Lock was so weird because he was different. He was like one of those guys that he always wanted to be like the linebacker. He would get amped up.
Kind of like Tim Tebow.
Yeah, almost like that. Like he was like one of one, where like no other player he's seen as a QB and like young boy games.
Yeah.
Get hyped up.
Trinidad, one of my linebacker friends in high school would stare at a lighter for like 3 hours before the game in the locker room. So
seriously.
Some pretty demonic stuff right
That's
there.
crazy.
Shout out Kate Carter. If you had to be stranded on an island with one teammate, who would you pick and who would you avoid at all cost?
I would definitely pick Shoki Itrash. He's another quarterback.
Ooh.
Just a cool guy. He's probably one of my best friends on the team. And then what was the other part of the
Who would you avoid at all costs?
Who do I avoid?
Probably give you the least chance of living on the stranded island.
Ethan Fields.
Ethan Fields.
Offensive lineman, yeah. Ethan Fields for sure. Yeah.
He's taking down all the coconuts and whatever's left.
Yeah, he's probably going to eat all the food, drink all the water. Still late though, eat.
Shoki's from Rice, right?
Yeah.
Did y'all transfer in together, or did you?
Yeah, we did.
So-
He got here, I think a week after I got here. But yeah, same time for real. And then that was just probably one of the first dudes that I hung out with and kind of got close with.
Was it hard, like coming in the spring window? Because you didn't play spring ball, did you?
No, I got here in the summer. I actually did spring at Ferris and
Okay.
was actually going to stay at Ferris, but I got a quarterback coach out in California, and schools just hit him up in the spring and were interested in me, and I ended up entering the portal and then came to Ole Miss. So, yeah.
That's fantastic. Do you have a favorite spot in Oxford that feels underrated or slept on as far as food goes, or maybe clothing store? Like, what's one of your hidden gems in Oxford? I know recently on the season we saw, I want to say it was Diego in the record shop, just going around. I don't know if you saw that episode.
I did see that in the season. I think it was Jaden and Diego.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, everyone probably knows, but like Good Day Cafe, they have a really good burger.
Dude, my roommate actually, he makes the burgers there.
Really?
I swear to God, I sent him the video of Caden Lee at media days. I was like, Caden Lee loves your burgers.
They're good.
I mean, I haven't even been. I feel bad for my roommate.
But also another store too. My friends actually came down here from Grand Rapids, and on the Friday that they were here, I was in the hotel. I wasn't with them, but they were saying that the pants store is like a really like good store, like
Really?
nice
Yeah.
material clothing and like nice clothes and whatnot.
That's where that food truck always is, on the corner of the square.
Yeah, it's right. It's like right outside the square. I think you guys know where Hot Works is.
Yeah.
It's like right like next to it.
Do you train there, like some
Yeah.
other yoga places?
I'm actually going to Hot Works after this.
Nice.
Really? Is Kiffin coming? You going with Coach Kiffin to do
No, I haven't done hot yoga with Kiffin yet, but on my visit he was like, we got to do hot yoga together. But we haven't done that yet though. But
TBD.
yeah.
So, who is the sneakiest under the radar player that fans probably should look out for this year, who maybe not have the spotlight at this moment?
I'm probably gonna have to say Isaiah Hartrip. I actually threw him a touchdown pass versus Georgia State.
Yeah.
We have a stacked receiver room right now, but he's a really good receiver. I think a lot of people are slept on him, but yeah, probably Isaiah Hartrip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. So, what teammate is most likely to show up late to film study? Anybody like notorious for that, or does that not happen at this level too much?
It doesn't happen often, but I don't know. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus. Probably Milwaukee Smith. He's been late, I think, once. Out of the quarterbacks, but yeah.
Well, that shows you our culture. If one person is late once, seems like the attendance is pretty good for the film sessions and everything.
Yeah.
So. What position group is the most competitive in practice, or does the wide receivers and DBs really get at it a lot? Or I know that's what it was like in my high school.
I would definitely say the receivers and DBs. We do one-on-one drills almost every day, and that it's pretty competitive. Also, O-line, D-line in the trenches. But probably just receiver, DB.
Yeah.
You know?
The trenches to get into when you're banging heads every play. It's tough. So if Ole Miss linemen had a big man touchdown package, who was catching the ball, would you say?
Diego Pounds, 100%.
Does he have hands? Sneaky hands?
Yeah, he low-key does have hands. He's pretty athletic for how big he is as well, too. So if we ever do have a lineman play set up in the future, maybe, probably Diego would be the lineman that we would have score.
A little wildcat to Diego.
We'll see.
There,
I don't know.
there was some team this week that threw like a screen, like a bubble or a smoke screen to the O lineman. I forget who it was.
I think it was Alabama.
It might have been Alabama,
It
yeah.
was.
And
They
the dude took it
motioned.
for like 20 yards.
They
Maybe.
motioned their left tackle out, and it was funny. It was a really funny picture. It's like the corners like lined up over the left tackle.
There's no
And
way
they
he's
threw it at
tackling.
It was number 70, say he was like 360.
It might have been
I
Caden
saw
Proctor.
that.
It might have been.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Gained like 10 yards.
For our final rapid fire question, and you don't have to answer this, but who on the team would you not let date your daughter?
Winnie Watkins.
Winnie Watkins. I saw him
100%.
at the Moneybag concert. There was Moneybag Yo was there at Castle Hill, as well as Alabama Barker and some other people. I think some of our athletes were there, but
If you know, you know. Winnie. Sorry, bro. But yeah.
Winnie, man, love to hear it. So, I know you're pretty new to the area. Have you been enjoying Oxford so far? Have there been any surprises from Ferris State to Oxford that you've loved?
It's kind of similar, honestly. Obviously, it's way bigger, but I mean, at Ferris State, Big Rapids is more of like a college town. Oxford is a college town as well, not a big city. But yeah, it definitely reminds me of Big Rapids, and I'm loving Oxford so far. Everyone's super nice. I like the squares, really cool with like those little shops and whatnot, and then the restaurants are much more nicer than the ones in Big Rapids.
You got a grill house a lot? I know the
yeah.
athletes love that place.
I was just there yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you get there? Do you get like the filet, or do you go to lamb lollipops?
The lamb lollipops are fire.
They're always
The appetizers are so good. But yeah, so if I'm getting the app, probably like the lamb lollipops and then the ribeye with probably asparagus and then mashed potatoes.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, fire.
I see Malik there all the time. Shout out Malik.
When I came here to visit, I was kind of surprised of how like small Oxford was. I played SEC. I thought it was kind of big. Were you kind of surprised by that too, or did you kind of expect it to?
When they first reached out to me, I kind of did my own research and kind of saw Oxford on like Google Images, and I saw that it was kind of smaller, but I was fine with it. When you think of SEC, you think like a big city or like a Nashville or like a Tuscaloosa almost. But I mean, I'm loving it so far, and yeah, I guess I was kind of surprised at first, but I think it's way bigger than my old school though. So
it's still got that good small historic town vibe to it. Like there's a lot
you'll see kids, like walk into class.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not too big. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about. I just want to know, how was it transferring? I know you entered into the portal last year, and you said earlier that you came in the summer or in the later spring window. What was it like missing spring ball, and was it more difficult to get kind of acclimated to the process here at Ole Miss missing spring ball?
Yeah, it definitely was weird missing spring ball. I didn't do spring ball at Ferris. But then coming to Ole Miss and kind of playing football again in the summer was definitely strange at first, not playing a sport or not doing anything at all for a certain amount of time is you get rusty and you kind of feel off at first. But once I got here and started playing again, it just felt like normal and got into a rhythm of things again. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So I know the NCAA kind of got rid of that spring window. They just approved it. Do you think that's going to like impact a lot of players, kind of how your experience of you transferring in the spring?
Yeah, it's definitely going to have to like make players make a decision. One portal window means that you got to make a really big decision, and you really can't, go back once you do make that decision. But yeah, I think it's a good thing because a lot of kids are entering the portal for the wrong reasons sometimes, and it can affect programs and coaches. And yeah, I think it'll be good for the school and for the NCAA.
Awesome. So I just want to go back a little bit now. I just want to know what inspired you to get into football in the first place. And kind of how did you get in that growing up? Was it Pee Wee, or did your older brother kind of get you into that, or your dad?
Yeah, my full family is like a sports family. My dad played college football.
Oh wow, did not know that.
Yeah, he played at Central State, HBCU in Ohio.
Awesome.
So yeah, that was his favorite sport. He was a head coach for football, growing up. And then my brother obviously played football. So yeah, the game was always around me. So I kind of was born a football player, or at least an athlete at most. But yeah, basketball, football, baseball, some soccer growing up. But I really fell in love with football in high school. I kind of realized that you only can play football for a certain, time frame in your life.
Right.
You can play pickup basketball when you're like 30 and 40.
There's only so few times you get to put the pads and actually hit someone.
Right.
You can't. I mean, there's some like 35 years.
Yeah, the ones on TikTok. You see the ones on TikTok?
That is so funny.
Oh my god.
But no, yeah, that's when I was like, I want to play football, and I actually want to fall in love with the process and fall in love with the sport, and I did. So. Yeah.
Right. That's fantastic. You said you played soccer a little bit growing up too.
Yeah,
I'm a big soccer guy. So.
A little bit, not a lot though, but yeah, we weren't really a soccer family.
I got you. Alex, you wanna?
Yeah. So like, you played at like the highest level of D2. I know Ferris State. My parents we live in Texas, and so we've gone to the D2 national championships.
Oh, cool,
we went to see Mines ran by years
Yeah.
ago. But like you've played at a program where they were in it's 3 out of 5 years national champions at Ferris State.
Yeah.
So like you've played at the highest level of D2, and now you're playing at the highest level of FBS. What's like the biggest difference in terms of?
I would definitely say like the intensity of it and how technical like every position is like for what they do. that's not a hit on like any D2 or like Ferris State, but it's more of like a job here. It's like a business. But the difference probably between Ferris and like Ole Miss is probably like the front line, like the D line, O line, and then like the linebackers, like the size and how physical everyone is. You can't really like teach size or like a 6'5", 300-pound defensive lineman or O lineman. Like, but I mean, the skill players are pretty much equivalent. The only thing that I would say would be different is how technical like each receiver is and DB is. Like they really are like masters of their craft. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, not too crazy of a difference. Football is just football, but like I mean, probably the front line for sure.
I'm pretty sure Shadur said something like when he was transferring from Colorado, from Jackson State to Colorado. He was like, "Look, all these skill guys. There's so many guys that are so good at playing the skill position. It's just the lines are completely."
Yeah.
Trinidad, this is a very random side note, but I actually played Deion Sanders' team in high school, and his son was playing. I got to sectioneer. We beat his team actually by 1 point. So.
You sacked them?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
I was a linebacker,
Wow.
so yeah.
That's cool. That's always a flex. You can say that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, fun memory. Fun memory. So our fraternity guys here at the university make up around 25%, about a quarter of our student body here at Ole Miss, and I'd argue probably 70 to higher 80% of our student section. So have you noticed a big difference between the student section here and at your former schools maybe, and how much of an impact these fraternity guys make as far as noise goes and just hypeness and everything?
Yeah, the amount of fans here and the amount of like support you have from Ole Miss is definitely different than Ferris. Just because you're at Ole Miss, it's a bigger school, more well known like throughout the whole nation, and the student sections are different. At Ferris, all the students leave at halftime because we're usually up like 40 points. But no, it's been awesome though. Like I'm seeing, all the tweets and like just everything, like the AI stuff, and it's just.
Did you
it's
see
just,
the Trinidad, the island time?
I did see that.
Video,
that's like the best video ever. I
Shout
love
out
it.
Gavin Sutley. He sent me that video.
No, yeah, but all the fans are sweet. Yeah, it's
That's
been cool.
awesome.
I mean, we have Joe Corey. We have a couple frat dudes on our team, like frat or Jack
Harper, Ford Beaker.
Joe Corey. Yeah, Ford's in a frat now.
Yeah, he's
too.
a K too now.
Yeah, so those dudes are awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. So let's see.
So like, I can go.
Yeah, go ahead.
So like shifting to more football related questions. The first play of your national championship last year, it was like an orbit bubble counter motion, RPO, and I've heard it was the wrong personnel and the wrong formation called.
Really?
That's what one of your coaches said. I saw. But do you think, and it was still a huge game, like you ran for a ton of yards. Do you think that sort of improvisation and adaptability is like your strongest skill in the field?
Yeah, I would say so. I feel like I'm a gamer, for whatever I do. Like I'm just a competitor.
Yeah.
And having to react to like certain things on the field, I feel like only a few people have that, and really can just like play full speed whenever something may not go their way, during the play, or something's kind of like a bust, like you just said. I would definitely say that's an advantage that I have, and I bring to the table.
Do you think that applies? Do you have like a skill off the field, life in general as well?
Like a
Just like being able to adapt to any situation.
Yeah. I mean, there's gonna be obstacles in life. You gotta just push through and go with the flow.
That's awesome. So being at Ole Miss in this environment specifically, how has that shaped you as an athlete and a person, whether that's the friends you met, the coaches you become close to? I see a lot of great stuff just on the season, but is there like any specific people that have really stuck out to you that have been special to you and made you feel home here at Ole Miss?
Yeah, definitely Coach Judge, Coach Wise, and Coach Kiffin as well. And some of the other, other quarterback, coaches and offensive coaches that have, helped all the quarterbacks, not just me in general. But when I first came on my visit, that's what I said. That's what I really noticed too is it felt like Ferris State. Reminded me of Coach Anise and his staff and how they really treat you here. I feel like they really care about you and they really love you, honestly. And they put you in the best position possible for you to like be successful out there. Coaches can give you like a lot of the tools, but as long as they're with you throughout like the process of it, like fall camp, I was learning the offense and they were sticking with me, even if I had mistakes or whatnot. But I would definitely say like all the coaches on the offensive side of the ball helped me for sure.
That's awesome.
Was that a hard transition from the scheme at here?
Yeah, I feel like learning any new thing, especially an offense. I was at Ferris for a little bit, and I was under that offense and the lingo and the IQ that they had at Ferris, and then transitioning to Ole Miss. It's new lingo, new IQ. So yeah, it was definitely not a struggle, but definitely a difference from what I've been used to.
Yeah.
But like I said, Coach Weiss and Coach Judge did a great job helping me, get familiar with like what they do in the offense.
Yeah. And I feel like I may have a good idea of this answer, but what has been the most memorable game or your favorite moment here at Ole Miss so far, just playing?
Definitely beating LSU. Definitely beating LSU.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty easy
I think it was
question.
everyone's like
Yeah.
That was so fun.
the bomber before the game. Did y'all get to see that or?
No, we didn't.
Oh, no.
It was real.
I always saw videos.
It was weird because like it was so quiet. It was just like creeping across.
It was not AI.
I wish it was one where it was like loud. It was like, shoo.
I
Well,
know.
I thought it was gonna be loud.
It was a stealth bomb.
It's a
Like,
stealth
yeah.
bomb.
Yeah.
We need like an F-22 or Warthog to come through
Oh,
one
that'd be
day,
so
like
sweet.
50 feet above the stadium.
That'd be so
send the
sweet.
sound
Just
wave.
buzz the box seats.
Literally, yeah. The box seats will, the glass would probably crack. So, what's a typical day look like during the season versus the off season for you? I know you probably have a lot more free time to enjoy some of your hobbies during the off season or whatnot, but what does it look like for you?
It's definitely different. In season, we have to prepare for each game and for each team throughout the week. So it's like pretty much really fast. And then in the off season, we have more downtime, but we have spring ball. I haven't had a spring ball here yet though, but same thing, practice, but it's a little bit more laid back, more intense training, with like lifting and whatnot. But the off season, you get to chill on the weekends, not really be as stressed as you would be in the season. So I'd probably say the amount of stress probably is a little different.
Yeah, I bet it. Do you enjoy doing some of the like recreational stuff with your teammates? Like I know we mentioned hot yoga earlier. I'm sure that's a good stress reliever. Is there any other? Do you golf? Or I know some people golf and do stuff like that. Joe Corey mentioned to me there's like a mini Ryder Cup going on with the transfers and like the old people. So anything like that you like doing?
Yeah, I golf. I actually was supposed to be in that, but I opted out.
Oh,
Just 'cause I know. I just wanted to chill this bye week.
I get it.
And just relax, and I didn't really want to be on the golf course. But yeah, I golf. I golf like a lot this whole summer because I was new. I really didn't know anyone else except for people on the team. So
Yeah.
that was one of the hobbies that I did was golf. Just like to chill, hang out with friends, hot works, grab food, movies, just chill, hang out.
Do you track your score? Have you got to that level yet, or are you kind of just working into it a little bit?
At the beginning, I didn't at all, and then kind of towards the end of summer, I got not better, or I guess you could say better, but yeah, I did end up kind of tracking a little bit, but I kind of got frustrated when we would hit the back nine. That's when I would get a little bit bad.
Yeah, once you start getting a little tired and you've been in the sun all day.
Yeah.
Do y'all run hoops like in the season, or is it kind of
That's a good question.
no for that?
Not in the season, but I heard that they do hoop sessions in the spring. So I'm excited for that, for sure, even though I'm rusty.
I bet in the spring I play pickleball. Coach Kiffin.
Yeah.
He always leaves his
Pickleball
big
as
speaker
well.
out. Always. Morgan Wallen or Taylor Swift when he's playing, you can just hear it.
He takes that serious,
Dude, he's
very serious.
He does. So how far are you? Do you like drive 300 yards, or are you not anything at that level yet, or
Drive through where?
like no? Do you drive your like golf ball like 300 yards, or do you hit it really far? Or
No.
you're just trying to keep it on the fairway.
Just trying to keep it straight. I feel like when I think about crushing the ball, it just does not go straight.
Yeah, you just-
Slicing,
Slice,
hooking,
killing some
whatever.
birds in the trees.
Man.
Do y'all go to Mallard Point or Ole Miss Golf Course? I assume mainly.
Yeah, just Ole Miss Golf Course.
Yeah.
We've been to Mallard Point though.
Really.
Yeah, it was
we
nice.
had our match from that.
It's beautiful there. Yeah.
It's cool.
Right by Sardis, right?
That's right. Yeah, you get to pass over that like the water, the big reservoir going
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
So how do you? I guess we already talked about that question. How has Coach Lane Kiffin specifically influenced your game and the team culture at Ole Miss? I know he's had some documentaries recently where he's kind of been showcasing his more personal life to the public. But how has he personally been there for you and helped you succeed amongst everyone else?
Yeah, the culture here is definitely cool. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of Ferris State. We would do a lot of team activities at Ferris. And here at Ole Miss, like we have fun. Obviously we got the basketball hoop on the sidelines. So that's pretty awesome. But
how many times have you dunked that now?
So you can only do it if you do score. So all the passing touchdowns that I've thrown, I don't get the dunk, but I think twice. I've done twice so far. The culture is amazing. Coach Kiffin keeps it light, but obviously serious as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been great though. Like I said, I love all the coaches. Coach
Your
Weiss,
dad was a
Coach
coach
Judge.
too, you said, right?
Yeah, yeah.
How did kind of he impact you, not as a father, but as a coach growing up?
You got the best of both worlds. You know, you didn't really understand or know if you had dad or coach sometimes, but he was great. Very strict guy, but very lovable dude as well. He's kind of like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's taught me everything I know. Same with my brother, and yeah, I got to give him credit as well because he's sacrificed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you into those like NCAA football games? Do you play Madden with your teammates and get competitive? Or
Yeah, I grew up playing that game with my brother and my dad. Actually, loved those games, man. I loved them. I'm glad they brought them back.
I know, yeah.
Because people were literally playing NCAA 14 in 2024. Like that's
You're probably a Michigan fan growing up, right?
no.
Oh,
Sparty?
that'll be terrible.
No, Notre Dame fan.
Oh,
Notre
my
Dame,
parents
huh?
actually they went to the A&M Notre Dame game this year.
Really?
My brother goes to A&M. My dad grew up in Notre
That's cool. That's
Dame.
cool.
And so
Oh, it's sweet.
a place like it.
Sweet.
I mean,
Yeah.
So who's the funniest or most hyped teammate on the squad? Hyped up teammate in the squad? Is it Joe Corey, or you gotta give this to someone else?
Joe's hyped up, but I wouldn't say like pregame he's like super hyped up. It's usually like after the game.
Yeah.
But
Once
I'll
he gets that
probably
fire
say
extinguisher.
yeah. I would probably say TJ Dottery for sure. He brings the juice almost every game.
He does.
Yeah.
He's such a good leader. Yeah, such a good leader.
he flies around too.
Yeah, he does. He's heart and soul of that defense for real.
He is. So what's one thing about Ole Miss football that fans don't really see behind the scenes? I have a lot of buddies playing college football at Southern Miss or Air Force or some of these military schools, and I know there's a lot of super long, hard film sessions, and that fall camp can be brutal sometimes with, going 12 hours a day. What's something that I guess our fans here with IFC and just in general don't really see behind the scenes that's rough?
Just the amount of, you guys probably do know we grind a lot, and we're at the facility for a lot of hours, throughout the whole week. But yeah, a lot of us are really locked in, and sometimes you see us out, on the square or whatnot, and you guys might think, oh, they're not really locked in, but like we are. But yeah, probably just how hardworking our team is, and that the egos on the team aren't too big. I feel like this team really cares about the team, and we just want to win. We don't really care like who's out there doing it or how many stats everyone's getting. We just want to win.
I love to hear
That's
that.
probably the
Yeah,
only
it's not a
thing.
selfish team. It's just a
Yeah.
collective. You'll have the same goal towards success. So
Are those some of the characteristics your teams at Ferris State have had? The ones that won the national championship?
Yeah, same thing. The team just wanted to win. Obviously you want to make plays out there, but the team comes first, and that's the motto here at Ole Miss. And at Ferris, that's the standard, is winning a national championship. Yeah. And people know that when they do, go to Ferris State out of high school, and when they trust Coach Anise for them to be his head coach. So yeah,
He's been there a while.
Yeah, he has been there a while. He's literally a legend. He'll probably go down in college football Hall of Fame, I think.
Yeah.
You still check up on your boys back home?
Oh yeah, definitely. They were actually just here for the LSU game. A couple of my best friends, they play at Ferris. They came down for the bye week. But yeah, it was cool to see them experience like how Ole Miss football is, and they got to see the Grove and all the tailgate festivities and whatnot. And yeah, they were pretty hyped up about that.
Good deal. And as we get closer to wrapping up, I just want to ask you a few more reflective questions turned to that. So first off, if you could give advice to your freshman year self in college, what would it be?
I would probably say to lock in earlier. My freshman and sophomore year, I actually redshirted, and I wasn't as locked in and really, locked in just with football, really. So probably just lock in earlier.
Yeah.
You're a great example of what it means to bet on yourself. What advice would you give to someone who's considering taking a similar leap and kind of embracing the risk?
Yeah, I feel like, if you're a competitor and you gotta always believe in yourself, if you want to be successful in life in general, whether if you're playing a sport or you're trying to get a job or anything else. But yeah, you can't back down from competition. Obviously, I knew kind of the situation here at Ole Miss was Austin probably going to be the starting quarterback. But I love the coaches. I didn't want to not go to Ole Miss just because of that situation. I felt it was the right fit for me, and yeah, like you said, I just bet on myself and kind of just was prepared, for whenever my number was going to be called out there. Yeah.
You were? Yeah, you definitely were prepared. So love seeing you step in as an Ole Miss student and just carrying the team that way. And I love the faith that you lead with and just the kind of guy and leader you are. I think you're a fantastic example, and And so
Appreciate that.
Just a personal compliment to you. Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
But so what are some of your aspirations after college, whether that's NFL or coaching or something else? I'm sure you have some big dreams, so I just kind of want to hear.
Yeah, I feel like it's every kid's dream to be in the NFL, but I know football stops, and it's really hard to get in the NFL. But yeah, probably my dream goal or dream job would probably be in the NFL. And if that doesn't work out, maybe get into coaching. I really don't know what else, but
Yeah.
maybe go back home, work sales or marketing. I don't know.
You want to move back to Michigan?
Yeah, I think so, but I also wouldn't be opposed to like living down south somewhere. I'm
Wow.
loving it so far.
Good.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat the weather, I'll say.
It
that.
really is, yeah.
But Michigan wins.
A Southern
Kinda
hospitality.
bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So I guess for our last question of the day, what's one funny story that fans would love to hear, whether it's a locker room story or something that just maybe happened this summer? Do you have like a specific funny team story that took place this year that you could tell us about?
That's a tough question. Probably our chant after every game. I can't say what we do,
I love it.
but it has to do with the other team for sure. So.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, Trinidad, we just appreciate you so much for taking your time out today to join us on our IFC podcast. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your bye weekend. Get to chill out a lot, and that you're looking strong into our next football game, which I know you will be. So,
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys for having me.
Thank you. Thanks, Trinidad.